time to dream big. If you could do one big thing in your institution to inspire learners in new ways, there's no constraints here. You're in charge. Money is no obstacle. It's here, and it's up to you. What would that change be?
This is a tough question, and it's an exciting question. If there were no bureaucratic or financial constraints, I would love to engage in large-scale change with students, where students become the co-creators of learning design with us. And we could ask students, how might we assess whatever it is you're learning in ways that are meaningful to you? And how might we be able to know what quality learning looks like? What does that mean to you? And how do we know that you've got the skills and knowledge and competencies to take you forward to the next level, whether that's the next course or stepping into your preferred profession or going out into the world and becoming the best version of you that you can be? I would be excited to engage students as partners in conversations that help them bring their best selves to the classroom, to the workplace, and to the world.
Amazing. Isabelle.
That's such a great answer. I feel like I can't top it up or I can't add anything. I'll go in a different direction. But I was thinking not so much in terms of like big changes, but how I wish sometimes that students would go outside of their zone of comfort and dare to take courses that they are intrigued by, but have no fear of failing or fear of, oh, I need an easy A for my major or something like that. Because I feel that this is where, in my own experience, I've learned the most. I still remember a course in my undergrad where it was Human as Primates. It was a psychology course that has completely changed the way I think about politics, because I found out that chimpanzees have elections too. And, they try to bribe each other and give each other like pat on the back in order to sway some people to support some, alpha male. It blew my mind, but I took that course because I don't know, it didn't fit anything I was doing at the time. And I thought, why not? Best decision of my life. If you're a kinesiology major, if you're an education major, you take all your courses and you're like, I need to have good grades in those courses. And if there's a risk that a course may lower your average, or if you're less familiar with the main topic, you may feel like, oh, it's going to be really tough to get an A. But imagine a world where there would be no such things, no such risk for students, and they could take a class that's so outside of their major or their immediate zone of competency. Imagine how cool this would be, because I think this is where the really long lasting learning takes place. And so I guess my suggestion is imagine a world where there's no grades. What a lovely place it could be. But at the same time, I fully understand grades are important. I say that every day to my young kids about the fact that grades are important also for the instructor to know what it is that their students have understood. Like, it's also a feedback effect.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really, really wish that sometimes some of the decision to take courses or not was not driven by grade.
So, Isabelle, you started out by saying you were taking this in a different direction. I would argue that you both basically said exactly the same thing in slightly different ways, because I think if, as Sarah said, we put the students become co-creators of their learning experience, and also importantly, that assessment experience, that experience that students want. And I'm basing this on my experience with students, where I've changed that approach to grading. I think students in that co-creation process would choose to remove the focus on grades, however that happens. And once that happens, Isabelle, what you're describing naturally unfolds. Students want to learn, and I think they are held back by that fear. And clearly that course had an amazing experience, or was an amazing experience for you, and we shouldn't be depriving students of those experiences. Okay, so now I'm even more excited. We're at the end of our conversation. I have to thank you both for this great conversation. It was inspiring. I loved hearing more about how our theme of inspiring learning, innovating teaching aligns with your own teaching and learning practices. And also hearing about all of the phenomenal things you're both doing to inspire your students to learn. I'd love to be in both of your classrooms. To everyone that's tuning in, I really hope this discussion has inspired you to think about student learning and the role that teaching practice plays in that. It certainly has given me so many things to think about. I also hope the discussion has got you excited. It has gotten me excited about engaging in similar conversations with colleagues at Memorial's Teaching and Learning Conference 2025. I'm so excited to see you there. So excited to hear Isabelle and Sarah expand on all the amazing things they talked to us about today. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the end of April.